Yo, what is going on, everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this video, I'm bringing you guys part one of my Modern Warfare 2 raid guide. So if you guys did not know, the raid has finally launched on Modern Warfare 2. So this is their first attempt at basically a raid in Call of Duty. And to be fair, I had a pretty good time completing it. Now this is going to be a three-person raid, and this will be a guide on how to complete the first part of it. So I'm going to break these guides up into a few different sections. The raid is about 4 different sections long, each including a few different puzzles and things that you need to do. So the very first thing you will need to do is open the submarine doors. At first, you will spawn down in the way. You'll have to clear out a few different enemies, and once you get your way up here, you'll be able to unlock these doors. Now, this is going to be the first puzzle, and it will require a bit of teamwork from your friends or whoever you're running with. So it would be a very good idea to have the mic on, or at least have the text chat, because you will have to do some communicating. So in order to open these doors, what we'll have to do is actually decipher these codes using these 3 instruments here. So you're gonna have the number keypad. This is where you're gonna enter the code in. So we'll get back to that later once we actually have the right code. Now, this machine on the far left, that's where the codes are going to come from. So you'll use the machine on the far left first to get the codes. You'll then use these TV monitors to actually decipher the codes. And then the machine on the far right, what you're going to do is actually enter the code. So there's a very small 3-step process. So once you guys have activated the machine on the left, which will generate the codes, what you'll then do is go into these monitors here, and you will then be able to actually decipher the code and then type it into the screen, which you will then see up top. So you'll have to do this 3 different times in order to actually go ahead and unlock these submarine doors. Now, there's actually a second monitor which you will need to access as well on the other side of a garage door. So in order to actually access the second set of monitors, you will have to have a teammate buzz you into the other room by pressing the red button. This is going to be the only way that you can actually decipher part of the code once you get past the first step. So what you'll do is on the first step, you're going to press this broadcast new code button on the far left. It will then bring up these 3 letters. So you're going to have to kind of decipher what those letters mean. So we just called it G, R, and B, as that was the closest thing to our language to actually understand. So once you have those 3 letters, what you'll do is you'll go into the computer codes on the right. So once you have generated those codes, just simply go into the CCTV cameras, which you will see here, and you'll be able to cycle through these different cameras. Now, on one of the very last cameras, you should see a projection of the letters and the numbers underneath, which will actually be the translation, which you will then need to put into the number pad. So on the last screen, as you can see here, we have the projection of the 3 letters. Now, because we've already completed the first number sequence, once you get to the second and third number sequence, they're going to throw some decoys up there for you. So some of the letters that show on the monitor will not be projected. So the ones that aren't projected, you just simply don't worry about. And the ones that are projected, you just need to buzz over to your teammate and tell them what that number means, and so that they can type it in. So you'll have one teammate on the cameras on the left. You'll have one person on the cameras in that room on the right on the other side of the garage door. And then you can have one teammate standing at the number pad waiting so that they can actually go ahead and plug those numbers into the panel. So just simply take those codes, get the translation from the middle, and then type the correct letter in on the far right. So here's a quick example of us doing it. We got the code on the far left. I then went into the cameras and told my other 2 teammates what some of the numbers went, while the third teammate was in the other room on the far right, actually getting the third number. So once you guys have all the numbers, you just put them in the correct order. So this time we got those numbers from the left. Went into the cameras to check the translation, and then we just simply type in those 3 numbers. Now you'll have to do that 3 times in order to unlock the submarine, and you guys will be good to go. That's all you'll have to do. So hopefully this video helps you guys out to complete this section of the raid. Now I will be giving you guys a guide on each individual section, and I will also upload a guide of the full raid of our first run ever. But that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully this helps you to complete it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.